Imagine stepping into a room filled with buzzing energy, laughter, and conversation, yet feeling like the quiet observer on the outside. What if I told you that mastering small talk isn't about being the loudest or most charismatic person in the room, but about tuning into the world around you? Today, we're diving deep into the art of small talk, and I promise by the end of this video, you'll have a whole new perspective on how to connect effortlessly, even if you're an introvert. Welcome, everyone. I'm thrilled you're here because today's journey is all about transforming that awkward silence into meaningful, authentic connections. Whether you've always felt like small talk is a chore, or if you find yourself paralyzed by the idea of initiating a conversation, we're going to break it down. We'll mix practical strategies with a sprinkle of theory to help you not just survive, but actually enjoy the moments when words matter. Chapter 1. The power of observation. Let's start with a concept I like to call active observation. Think of it as the secret superpower of small talk. Instead of trying to memorize a script or force witty remarks, you simply become an observer. Look around. Notice the details, the vibrant color of someone's jacket, the book they're holding, even the way someone fidgets or glances at their watch. These details are the cues to start a conversation. Real-life example. Imagine you're at a coffee shop. You see a person with a mug that has an unusual, quirky design. Instead of the standard nice mug, try saying, "That mug tells a story. What's the tale behind it?" Notice how this simple observation invites them to share a bit about themselves without feeling interrogated. Theoretical insight. According to social psychology, humans have a deep-rooted need to be seen and acknowledged. When you focus on these small details, you're not just making conversation, you're validating someone's existence in that moment. This is the foundation of authentic human connection. Number 2, transforming observations into conversations. Now that you're tuned into your surroundings, it's time to convert those observations into engaging comments. Here's the trick. Keep it simple and genuine. Practical tip. Start with a neutral statement or a lighthearted comment. For instance, if you're at a party and you spot someone wearing a tie with tiny, playful prints, you might say, "That tie looks like it's got a personality of its own. I'd love to hear its story." Humorous angle. Don't be afraid to inject a bit of humor. Maybe you notice someone's shoes are sparkling too clean to be real. A playful, "Wow, those shoes could outshine a spotlight," can break the ice and bring a smile. Theoretical insight. The key here is to reduce the pressure of the conversation. Rather than firing off questions that demand a response, your observations become gentle invitations. This low-pressure approach taps into the idea of reciprocity. People feel naturally inclined to respond when they sense genuine interest without judgment. Number 3, embracing silence and authenticity. Let's be real. Not every comment will spark a lively conversation, and that's perfectly okay. Sometimes, you'll encounter silence, and that silence isn't a failure. It's a moment of space. Practical advice. Learn to be comfortable with silence. It's not about filling every gap with words, but rather giving space for genuine responses. When you make an observation, if there's a pause, don't panic. Recognize that this is a normal part of any interaction and an opportunity for the other person to process and engage on their own terms. Real-life example. Picture yourself at a networking event. You mention a quirky detail about someone's accessory, and there's a brief silence. Instead of feeling awkward, allow the moment to breathe. They might just need a moment to think, and suddenly, the conversation blossoms as they share their thoughts. Theoretical insight. This approach aligns with mindfulness principles. By being present and accepting moments of silence, you create an environment where conversations evolve naturally. This reduces your anxiety and shifts the focus away from trying to perform, allowing authenticity to shine through. Number 4, overcoming self-doubt and building confidence. For many introverts, the biggest hurdle isn't the conversation itself. It's the inner critic that questions your worth and charm. Practical exercise. Practice active observation in everyday situations. Challenge yourself to put down your phone and really engage with your surroundings. Each time you notice something interesting about someone, make a small comment, even if it's just to yourself at first. Over time, this builds your confidence. Real-life example. Think back to a time when you felt noticed for something small, a compliment on your outfit, or a comment on your smile. Remember how that made you feel? Use that memory to fuel your interactions. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, and soon enough, that inner voice will be replaced with positive self-talk. Theoretical insight. Cognitive behavioral theories tell us that repeated positive interactions can reshape our self-perception. Every time you successfully engage in small talk, you reinforce your ability to connect, gradually transforming your mindset from "I'm awkward" to "I have a unique way of making people feel seen." Number 5. Turning small talk into a game. What if we looked at small talk not as a necessary evil, but as a fun, interactive game? Practical strategy. Treat every social interaction as an opportunity to practice and refine your observational skills. Set small goals for yourself, like noticing 3 interesting details about a person you meet and commenting on them. Over time, these goals can turn into habits. Humorous angle. Picture it as a mini challenge. Maybe you'll catch yourself thinking, okay, let's see if I can start a conversation with someone wearing the boldest color in the room. It's about playing the game without the stress of winning or losing. It's all about the joy of the connection. Theoretical insight. This playful mindset is rooted in the concept of gamification, a strategy that turns everyday tasks into engaging challenges. By framing small talk as a game, you reduce anxiety and create a positive feedback loop that encourages continuous practice and growth. Number 6. Integrating small talk into everyday life. The beauty of small talk is that it's everywhere, in the grocery store, at your workplace, or even on your daily commute. Practical tip. Look at every encounter as an opportunity, whether it's complimenting a barista on a perfectly made coffee or noticing the unique style of a coworker. These moments can build a bridge to deeper connections. Real-life example. On your morning walk, you might notice a neighbor tending to their garden. A simple, "That garden looks amazing, what's your secret?" can spark a conversation that not only brightens your day, but also builds a sense of community. Theoretical insight. This approach is supported by the social exchange theory, which suggests that positive, low-risk interactions can lead to stronger social bonds over time. Every small conversation is a stepping stone to a richer, more connected life. As we wrap up today's exploration of mastering small talk, remember this: small talk is not a performance. It's a practice of presence and genuine interest. It's about turning ordinary interactions into opportunities to see and be seen, to connect on a human level without the pressure of perfection. Summarize the core ideas. Observe actively, transform details into conversations, embrace silence, and build confidence through practice. Reiterate the power of authenticity and how small, thoughtful comments can open doors to meaningful connections. Encourage the viewer. Every conversation you have is a chance to learn, grow, and connect. Don't shy away from those moments. Embrace them, and you might just surprise yourself. Thank you for watching. If you found these insights helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more practical advice and deep dives into everyday challenges. Together, let's transform how we connect with the world, one small talk at a time.